Hello everyone, welcome to the one and only Southend, which is actually the home of diversity. It's a place full of character, rich in history, and of course, a world famous pier. I spend a lot of time here in Southend, and while I do genuinely love it, it's not about the place for me, it's about the people. It's not about the summers on the beach or walking along the seafront. For me, it's all about community. Our friends at Pride of Britain have asked me to give you a little tour of the place and introduce you to some of the people that make this city so special. And there are a lot of them. People that bring kindness, compassion, and a real Southend spirit. Let's go and meet some of the hometown heroes. You're like Clark Kent, insurance by day, hovercraft by night. Yeah. Do you know how many lives you've saved?
So it's not a case of counting how many people you save or bring back to their families. It's something you just get on and do what you're trained to do.
It's a real community support system, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to give something back to your local community, you know.
We build those connections. People who are isolated can come here and be part of something.
It's an uplifting experience. It can be very emotional, but you go home smiling.
The atmosphere when we'd finished sharing our stories was just electric. We knew at that point we had something really special.
I'm here today at Southend-on-Sea, RNLI, to meet some incredible volunteers who I think are definitely hometown heroes. Let's start with volunteering.
Okay.
Honestly, I still struggle to believe that the RNLI is basically made up of volunteers that go out, do these rescues, and I think that is so incredible. So tell me, how did you volunteer? When did you volunteer? What made you volunteer?
So living by the coast, always loved the sea. Brought up sailing, diving, my children sail, dive. So moving down to the coast, Southend, I felt that it was good for me to give something back. I was inspired by the people. I knew some people previously who were part of the RNLI, and I just felt it's such a great cause, something worthy to be involved in.
Because I know you volunteer and you put yourself forward to help others, but do you feel nervous and scared when you get that call?
I don't know anyone that would say that they was blasé, and I think it is a natural feeling. I think it's a challenge, and I think people need to do it because there are lives that need to be saved. Paddle boarders, kayakers, everyone has an accident, and we're there to help.
Definition of a hero, mate. I mean, literally, if that's not what a hero is, I mean, I think it's incredible what you do. And just so I'm clear, you're a volunteer, so what's the day job?
My day job, I work for an insurance company.
I love it. You're like Clark Kent, insurance by day, hovercraft
by night.
By night.
Yeah.
So how long have you been volunteering for?
So I joined in February '86, so it's about 40 years.
40 years?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a long time.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
So I started as a lifeguard at 15 down at Shoebury, a beach lifeguard, and where we lived, the lifeboat crew lived next door, across the road, and I sort of got into that through them. It's amazing because I brought my son up while I was lifeguard, and he was just a tot, and he used to come down the beach with us in his playpen. Then when I came here, I used to bring him to the station as well. And now he's one of the helms and a commander in London on the London lifeboat. So he's followed in my footsteps.
So it's like a family tradition.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I mean, over 40 years. Do you know how many lives you've saved?
So looking at records, I think it's 110, something like that, and that's from '96. The records started. So, but I don't sort of think of that and go, wow. It's just this is like a job to me now. You know, it's what I do, what I enjoy. So it's not a case of counting how many people you save or bring back to their families. It's just something you just get on and do what you're trained to do.
I'm here with some of the amazing team from the One Life Project to have a little explore of the facility and find out a little bit more about what they do.
This started as a soup kitchen in 2017 in a car park. And this is where we are today. We've, created a really central space in Southend that has developed into a safe space for people to come to. And I think the services have definitely developed over time. We have, close to 1,000 people registered with us now, using our food banks and our hot meal services. And that's just the start. That's helping us to build a connection with people, making them feel safe and secure, knowing that they've got somewhere to come if they want food. And then we progress from there. We build relationships, we build those connections. People who are isolated can come here and be part of something. And that's a huge thing for those people. And likewise with the volunteers, we've built an amazing community here with the volunteers. So, it's two communities in one, which is absolutely fantastic. But it all starts with food, and it all starts with making people feel that they've got some space to be able to come and connect and talk if they need, and get the support that they need, immediately if needs be. Yes, absolutely.
So as we come down through here, our guests will come through here. They'll register at our desk over here, and that's for our daytime food bank services and for our evening food provision that we offer to guests. As they come down here, they've got the opportunity for our evening guests to put a clothing order in. During our daytime service, we will have free goods from supermarkets, so we get a lot of donations from supermarkets. There'll be a lot of fruit and veg in there that they can have.
It's so nice and colourful, and
yeah, we love a bit of colour.
Organised and clean and straight.
Yeah,
it's like a military operation.
It is. We have on our evening service, we have about 150 guests come through the door. So we need to be organised. Yeah. It needs to be slick. It needs to be very streamlined. Yeah. We've got this wellbeing area here, which we've started to develop, just so that when our guests come down for our wellbeing sessions during the day, they've got somewhere peaceful to sit. One of the things that everybody who comes down to us says is that they feel very safe here, and it feels like a community.
So I've been volunteering here for about 5.5 years now, I think. Do a lot of sort of door work on the front door, drinks, food service, food bank. I've been Santa, which is a fun day for the kids.
Well, let's elaborate. You've been Santa.
I was Santa for the day.
What did that entail?
So basically the kids here were able to come and get presents from charity, or from donations that have been made from local people. And also they was able to pick a present out for their parents as well, which was a really nice touch, because it gives them the opportunity to give something back to their parents, which obviously they wouldn't normally. So it was really nice.
Was he a good Santa?
He was. He loved it, didn't you?
I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. Yeah. Definitely mastered the ho ho ho.
Have you can we hear it?
Yeah, ho ho ho.
So Claire, what about you? Have you been Santa?
No. No, I haven't, no.
What do you do then?
I'm one of the leads on the food bank during the day, so greeting all the families as they come in. We have an adult-only service first, and then we have the children and families afterwards. I've had children say to me "Oh, we love coming here on a Thursday," it's part of their week, which is lovely.
And that's what I get the sense of just walking around and being here. It's not just food, is it?
No.
It's not. It's a real community support system, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to give something back to your local community, and build up. It's an understanding of just seeing out there what's really happening and being able to help people with some time and effort.
Absolutely. No, I think it's incredible. I love it. I'm gonna be coming down to help, I think.
Okay.
Hold you to that.
I will. I'll come down. Absolutely. So I'm here at Andy's Man Club Southend to talk with this group of legends and find out a little bit more about what's going on. Hello guys, how are you? Luke, mate?
Nice to meet you.
Come here, no, come here you. Come here, we're mates.
We will be by end.
Right, yeah, let's do it then. So it's funny, isn't it? You come in, everyone's in their hoodies and their t-shirts. It's a suicide prevention group, but all I feel is
Love.
And positivity. It feels like I walked in, I was instantly uplifted.
Yes.
They were bantering me, we were having a chat. one of them made me I was like, guys, and it was just good energy.
You know, I'm really glad you says that, because I don't want people to think you go to Andy's Man Club feeling either suicidal or just depressed or anxious or whatever. It isn't it's an uplifting experience. It can be very emotional when lads are actually saying for the first time any issues they've got. But you go home smiling. It makes you feel connected, doesn't it?
So guys, let's take it back to the beginning. Tell me how this all started.
Well, I lost my son to suicide in April 2016. He was only 23. And about 3 months after he died, Luke came to me and asked how I'd feel if we started a coffee club where guys could go and talk. Because I'm sure if Andrew would have talked to us, he wouldn't have took his life. And we did, didn't we?
The most beautiful thing about Andy's Man Club is that every guy who runs a club is a guy who first attended the club. And also they're then supported by staff now, also with guys who attend the club, right through to as trustee board, we've got guys on. So across the whole board, even though it's as big as it is now, it couldn't be any more grassroots.
It really does connect back, like strongly, doesn't it, to that source, that original moment you had to sort of get guys talking about something that could be prevented. It feels like there's a real connection back to that source. Even like you said, it's got big. There are now hundreds of people that come and talk all around the country. Or actually, how many? Thousands, not even hundreds, thousands.
About 7,000 a week.
7,000.
6,780 last night.
Sorry, that was an exaggeration.
What a sort of bittersweet moment that is. It's like you want it to. Well, surely you want it to be zero, don't you?
Well, that's what we said originally, wasn't it? How many groups do you think you'll have eventually? And we says, well, eventually we'd like there to be no groups because you don't need them. And I think we've come an awful long way from the beginning to where we are now about breaking down the stigma. I mean, who would have thought that you'd be proud to be part of a suicide prevention group, but they're all walking around with Randy's Man Club hoodies on, wristbands, T-shirts, and they all say now it's like either a second family or a brotherhood.
I'd seen a post that Luke had put out on social media explaining what he wanted to do, why he wanted to do it. And I was going through a bit of a rough patch myself, and I thought, you know what, that's something that I think might help. I just spoke of, probably about 15 minutes about all of the things that had been going wrong in my life up until that point. And I passed the ball on to the next guy, and he did exactly the same, and so on and so forth, till we'd been around to all 9 of the guys there that night.
Wow.
And the atmosphere when we'd finished sharing our stories was just electric. We knew at that point that we had something really special, and I knew that I wanted to be part of helping spread it as far and wide as possible.
Darren, he had problems. After he was diagnosed with bipolar, he then heard about Andy Man's Club up north, and he was impressed with it, attended a few times, and then he started to bring it to Southend.
So what do you think drove Darren to like want to bring it down to Southend?
He found it was something he helped with, and Darren's one of those, he was full of life and soul of the party, although sometimes, unfortunately, that was a mask. But he found it helped, and so he brought it to Southend and found that there was a need.
How does it feel knowing that he was the one that brought that in?
It's been actually heartwarming to do it, and the response of the people still coming up and saying that if it hadn't been for Darren, the chance, and they didn't know him, but they still talk about Darren. He was that type of person. That they wouldn't have probably been here. And then just after we lost Darren, unfortunately, met a lot of people and they said exactly the same. And that give us strength to carry on.
Do you remember the first moment you walked through the door? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I do. So I came here with my son. So it's my son who was really struggling at the time. He's like in his early 20s, in a really dark place. And we were getting help, like therapy and stuff like that. But my wife looked online and found Andy's Man Club. And we came here, we got greeted by a facilitator, by Scott. Exactly the same experience you had coming in today. And then we sat down in the circle, and then my son was like, he was off when it was time to share. And then it was just like, from there, it was kind of like, it's just great.
I liken Andy's Man Club to the starfish parable. It's this guy were walking on beach after there'd been a storm, and there were thousands of starfish all on beach. And in distance, he could see this girl keeps bobbing up and down. And when he got closer, she was picking up a starfish and throwing it into the sea. And he walked a bit closer, she'd pick another one up and throw it back into the sea. And he went, "What on earth are you doing?" He says, "Can't you see the enormity of the problem?" He says, "You're not going to make a difference." She just smiled, picked another one up, threw it into the sea and said, "I made a difference to that one." Yeah. One at a time.
Beautiful. And then you guys, with what you're doing with that parable, those starfish get right out of the water and throw one back in themselves.
Yeah, they do.
And that's the beauty of that multiplication.
That is exactly what it is, yeah.
Well, what a day. We have met so many inspirational people doing incredible things for others and making a real difference across the community. I always knew Southend had a big heart, and today really proved it. And that's what Pride of Britain is all about. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And the good news is the nominations are now open. So if you know a hometown hero, all you got to do is get to prideofbritain.com and you can nominate. See you soon.